Welcome, everyone, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fullback's got it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
At the 29-yard line, brings up second down.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Smashes through. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Give to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Off play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single. They know they won last year, but every year there's a healthy level of respect for for this Auburn Tiger team.
Yeah, and I think back to last year's game for Alabama, it was their best players making the big plays late in the game. And this game this year is littered with game changers on both sidelines. Both Auburn and Alabama have the guys that can break this game wide open. So we're going to see a great one here.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The give on 4th down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical 4th down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job on it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Auburn!
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the tailback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Got it in the middle, it's Stroud. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask him to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man on the left. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put it that way.
And they got him for the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Unloads it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. It's a flea flicker. Time to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn. He'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on first down. Turns it loose deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
They go to the ground. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going over the top. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Nash. At the 35, he's loose. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. He'll try the left side. Turns it on in midfield. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. 2nd down coming up.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Auburn 35, Alabama 7.
Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up.
29 Philly.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they've gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose the...
Throws toward the end zone. And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. He's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down.
Here we go.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it first and 10 inside the 30. The give as they work on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Oh, I love when you give the fullback the ball. It's kind of a dying breed. It's been taken out of most offenses. But I like when you reward him for all the unselfish plays he has to have throughout a game.
And you know what I like to see? The evolution in football. Fullbacks become a bit of a dying breed. Now you're starting to see a few sneak back in here and there.
It's crazy. Football's cyclical, right? The moment somebody does something else, you go the other direction and just always changing. And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first. Keep the
Touchdown, Auburn! And the punishment has been extended. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
And I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They are able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against the Tide. They're doing it again here in the second half.
And I hate the cliche, throw the records out, but it does matter in this game. Why? Both these schools, in the same state, they hate each other. The fans hate each other. Got recruited by the same schools. There is nothing about these two teams that like each other.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
He's loose down the middle. He's at the 40, the 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't. And you keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Give to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to impose their will with the run. Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Touch pass on the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Defense not showing press coverage. The play action fake. He's going up top here late in the game. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Longer.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Alabama pushing the tempo. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Snags it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's going to pass on 2nd down. A little release to the back. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.